is Dave McGilbert with the Oakland Police Department. I've been doing GSD for about 8 years. So as a 22-year veteran of the police department, some of the ground fighting was taboo, but GSD for us took the blinders off of that tabooness and made it real for us and showed us how to deal with real essential threats and to give us specific techniques that'll work for officers. GSD for us has been a game changer, not only from a technique standpoint, an officer safety standpoint, but even from just a cultural standpoint. We have constantly been in the top 10 most violent cities in North America for 10, 15 years. I can tell you that these are game changers. Everyone always says, well, I'm going to survive based on my training and experience. Where's the training? How practical is it? Is it up to date? And that's what this course does. Don't let your officers be victims to old school methodologies and not getting the most up-to-date techniques, because we know in a real fight, the fight goes everywhere. Don't say you're concerned about officer safety and you don't come to this type of class, because if you do, you're a liar.
A couple of weeks ago where we had this combative female come into the jail. Got some female officers in there to control her. They lost control and I immediately I jumped in between two of them. I grabbed twisting arm control from the knee on belly, was able to get her on her back, get her controlled, get my guys out safe without a problem. It just worked out so perfectly that this is something that when I first started, I didn't have the confidence to fight, and now I've got this confidence to just be able to defend myself in any situation. Just look around, look at the media, okay? What's happening when you're not learning ground techniques, when you're not learning how to defend yourself on the ground, okay? You have all these crazy, unnecessary use of force scenarios where people lose their lives, okay? Just because you could have learned something like what you're seeing here. What we're learning here in the collaboration and all this training is monumental. There's nothing else like this anywhere else in all the trainings I've been to. This is by far the most comprehensive ground defense that you will learn for your basic street law enforcement officers. So if you're not here, you're losing out.
We implemented GST probably 2011, 2012. We've get nothing but great feedback when it comes to any of the training that we put on. And we come from a department of about 750, give or take. Number one question that we would get from even our in-service deputies or new hires coming out of the academy is, why didn't we learn this before? We've already seen situations that came up where we would normally have been using higher levels of force, sending people to the hospital afterwards. We were able to handle these situations, get people in custody safely, and in many of these occasions we didn't even have a reportable use of force. So just that alone was worth the time coming down here. Everyone wants to throw around de-escalation these days. In my opinion, the ultimate de-escalation is having a highly trained officer. Their confidence is there. When you're confident, you stay calmer for longer. You go into these scenes that may start out chaotic, but you know that you have a skill set to fall back on and have that situation calm down to where there is a peaceful resolution, to where we're not using force, to where we're pulling out firearms and tasers and everything else.